is April 5th. It's Palm Sunday. Um, I guess it's time to talk about budgeting. And it depends on the budget that you have. But, whatever budget you have, this is the time period that you need to try to elongate that budget for as long as possible. And it takes some critical thinking here. You really need to look at this thing going longer than they're saying. And I know they're trying to create calmness, and they don't want to get people doing things they shouldn't be doing. But we got to look at this in reality here, because the economy that we're going to enter into when this is over is not going to be the same economy that we left. All right, and it's time, like you, especially the younger guys, your spending habits. You better start counting every single penny on how you're going to spend it. Okay, and this is a time period that you need to figure out how can you generate an income. And being an electrician, that's great, but if there's not electrical work there, what are you doing day to day that'll either help you or hurt you? And that's the two categories that it's going to be falling into. Okay, whatever you plan on doing today, is it going to help you or hurt your position? I wouldn't be buying movies. I would space whatever you have. If you have your 3 months of bills set out, then you're in a comfortable position. Okay, and you can take a breath. And I'm not really worried about my bills. I'm more worried about what is this going to look like when we're on the other side. Okay, and how bad is it going to be to get to the other side? So it's not like the people that have to worry about bills during this time period and their account. You guys really have to watch. Don't rely on the government. Don't watch every penny you do. Okay, and if your money is that strapped, it's time to start bartering. Okay, and it's time to do thing. If there's a way, like this is, you're gonna find out what you're worth now, because it's very restricted on what you can make money doing. So, like even right now for me, I like farming. Farming is extremely difficult, and I give a lot of respect to anyone that has to farm for a living, because it's extremely difficult. But I do go out and I turn my soil and I plant my vegetables, and I have like a compost going, and it keeps my core body strength up, so I stay strong. But also, it will benefit me in August, September, October with fresh fruits and vegetables. All right. Word to the wise, you should be intelligent about your intake, how much you're eating every day. You have to start paying attention to every little detail about your life. It's important right now. I just got a little information from around here, and I'm north of the city of Philadelphia, that food production is going to start being cut. Slaughterhouses are going to start doing rolling brownouts. Okay, That's not good. All right. Anytime you hear about your supply chain going into rolling brownouts, you start taking inventory of what's in your home, what's gonna be in your home, how to prepare. All right. Um, you know, money is good, like paper money and your account money. That's good for paying contractual agreements that you've made. Anything on paper that you signed your name to, that's what money can be used for. Everything else, you can barter, you can trade. If you like, I recommend growing a garden immediately. Okay, this is the perfect. It's April. Okay, we're just coming upon the spring. This is the time to start planting seeds. One, for you to have something to eat, but two, it gives you something to do, and it occupies your time. It gets you away from the television. The number one thing is get away from the television. By all means, you have to start being productive. You have to do things that'll help you. Okay, and this is what I mean about you're gonna find out who you are and what you're worth. If you can only go and pick up, your electrical tools and go to work, and that's the only way you know how to make money, then you're gonna be in a problem. Okay. So, like right now, I painted my living room. I'm gonna paint my office. I'm probably gonna change the oils in all the vehicles. I'm gonna do everything I can do to better my position, and in every which way. Okay, from if I have to do a shoe inventory of what shoes are good, what shoes are bad, every little inventory I'm gonna do. It doesn't matter if I have enough money to pay the bills for 3 months or not. It's important that you know what position you're in. Okay? No more sugarcoating. Okay? For the ones that are young, that they're experiencing this, this will put some hair on your chest pretty quick. Okay? Don't try to drink it away or laugh it away. Like we're in a serious position here. All right. So, you definitely want to keep yourself busy day to day. Like, it's the beginning of April, and I already have goals set out for the month of April. When May hits, if this thing's going into May, I have goals for May as well. Some of these goals are just taking inventory and the materials that I have at my properties. Okay, it's one property, it's not properties, but it's a barn, it's a horse barn, and it's my own house. And whatever I have, I'm going to use. If I have concrete, I'm going to do a job around the property dealing with the concrete. If I have paint, I'm going to paint. All right, I'm going to try to utilize this time to better my position in all walks. All right. I can't just. Yes, I watch a movie from time to time, and there are breaks I take, and I don't work on something for 12 hours a day. I don't think that is helpful. I would rather, personally, I would rather do a 4-hour segment in the morning, a 6-hour segment after lunch, and then maybe relax in the evening, or just sit outside and just relax. But these things will benefit you. All right, it'll definitely keep you away from the television. You don't need a 24-hour news cycle in your ear making you afraid of everything. All right, there's proper precautions that need to be taken. Take them, and then go about bettering yourself so when this thing ends, you have something to show for it. All right, that's the best thing I can describe here. All right. If you do find a life-sustaining job, make sure you're following the proper protocols. Okay, make sure you're taking, like, the way I see it is, if you come in contact with one person, then you have to account for every single person that guy comes in contact with. All right, and you have to look at it that way. So try not to come in contact with people. Okay, if you can minimize it, and that's why I talk to my guys. If we're gonna do a job, you better believe I want to know each one of my guys who they're talking to every day. Okay, if they can't get the amount of people they talk to down under 4 or 5, I don't think they should be on a job site. That's just too much of a risk. So these are things that you got to look at. You have to. It's time to get real about this situation, and it's time that I know it's all fun and games and on Facebook and on the news cycle, but it's time that you start looking at what happens in your little circle of life, and how it's being affected. And most important, how you can stay safe. All right. So God bless. Enjoy Palm Sunday. Okay. And just think about what I said. Take care.